Hey, what's going on, guys? Tyler here. Today's a very special day. Today's November 27th, 2016. It's my 6-month anniversary with my girlfriend. And naturally, I wanted to do something very special for my girlfriend. And because it's a special date, you know. But at the same time, I'm a YouTuber, and so I still have to work. It's still a Saturday. You don't get to just miss days when you're a big YouTube channel like me. Especially a Saturday. Saturdays are very important. Saturdays are like the best days. For YouTubers, most of the time, they get their most views, etc. on the weekends. It makes sense. People are hanging out on weekends. They're not at school, they're not at work, etc. And so I was freaking out about this whole situation with my anniversary today and what video I wanted to make today. And I always want to make a very good video for the weekends because it's super important. If you don't make a good video for the weekends, then suddenly you're going to have a weaker week the next week, and that's going to make your next weekend even weaker. It's literally like a snowball effect. You have to continue to do good on YouTube. You don't get to just hang out or you start to decline, and that is very scary. And I'll tell you more about that a little bit later. But all you need to know is that I was super stressed yesterday about what video I wanted to put up today, and so this is that video. It's not even a Minecraft video, and the reason for that is because I wanted to spend today's video explaining a little bit about my stress and some of the things that come with it. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this, well, I'm not too sure either myself. You see, if there's one thing that has been a huge part of my life, it's been YouTube. I've been on YouTube for over 10 years, and I used to be a very small channel. I didn't really have too many subscribers. And even back then, the subscriber counts I had were still a lot to most people. And so when everything felt smaller, everything also felt more personal. When a video gets 100 views compared to 100,000, it gets a little bit harder to answer every single person. So as I lost the ability to talk to all of you guys as individuals, I sort of felt less like a friend to you and more of just an entertainer to you, someone that you go to smile or learn something, specifically about Minecraft. But I've done other videos as well. But the main idea is I never wanted to be sad or emotional on these videos because that's the last thing I would want to see if I'm trying to either learn something or be cheered up. So naturally, I hide it. And PewDiePie made a video recently called, well, it was the first video he made after coming back from, I think like a 10-day break from YouTube. And I speak for pretty much every other YouTuber out there that if you're someone that uploads every single day, that is extremely scary to do that. So hats off to you, PewDiePie. I want to actually play a clip from PewDiePie's video titled Well, so you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about.
And I think when you're a character that people look up to, it's not typical to show certain types of emotions. Although we might never actually see it, everyone gets down from time to time, no matter who you are.
So when Felix was talking about his tattoo and that even heroes have bad days and even your favorite person has bad days and sometimes they don't show it, it really hit home for me because whether or not I consider myself a hero or someone to look up to, there are many of you out there that do, and I try my best to live up to your expectations of me, and through doing that, you guys make me a better person, so thank you very much for that. But his video made me realize more than anything that I've lost touch with you guys, and I wouldn't even say I've been dishonest, but I just haven't given you the whole story about how YouTube makes me feel, and my thoughts on it. And I guess I really could summarize in 3 main thoughts about how I feel about my experience on YouTube, having been doing it for over 10 years. And I guess here they are. One of the first things, and probably the most prevalent thing about my experience on YouTube, and we kind of touched base on this previously, was that I'm kind of afraid to show my emotions. Well, any emotion but a positive one or an encouraging one. I'm almost afraid to be real sometimes. I'm afraid to be sad when I'm sad. I'm afraid to be upset about things when I'm upset about things. I never let it break. I never break character. Never. And that's one of the most stressful parts about my job, is the fact that I can never just let you guys know how I'm feeling when I'm feeling sad. And most days I'm feeling happy. I have so many things to be happy about. But as PewDiePie said, everyone has bad days. And as many people have said, everyone has bad days. You've said it. We've all said it. So sad things happen. You know, one thing that stood out to me more than anything about me hiding my emotions, and I remember vividly doing this, was close to 2 years ago. I broke up with my girlfriend Brienne. We were together for almost 4 years, and we ended up breaking up. And I did not say one single thing to anyone on YouTube. Couple friends knew, but things went on without a hitch on YouTube. I was doing 2 videos every single day. I may have even been doing 3 videos a day at the time. No hiccups, nothing. But inside, I was upset, and it was a very difficult 2 or 3 weeks for me. And I lost sleep, and I shed tears over this girl. And even today, with my amazing girlfriend, my anniversary with her today, there's so much I want to share with you about Lauren, but I'm so afraid to. I'm afraid to let you guys get attached, and I'm afraid to show any other emotion other than Minecraft mode. I'm afraid to tell you about my life. I do vlogs here and there, but even those are nothing but smiles, and it's not always the case. It's really not. And so it sucks, because when I started YouTube, I did it to meet people and to talk to people and to make videos and talk back with them and to be their friend and to have someone to talk to. And I didn't have friends to talk to in real life. I was a little weirdo. I think I've said this enough times in previous videos. Kind of a weird kid. I stayed inside. Well, okay, weird by conventional means, and that definition is changing all the time, but people would call me weird. They would consider me weird because I stayed inside all day, played games, I didn't have too many friends. I'm not here trying to say anyone's weird, but that's kind of the label that was given to me. And so I went to YouTube to make friends, and I've lost that. I've honestly lost that. I still make friends with the video makers from time to time, but even then, it's not even just you guys. I've lost touch with like everybody. I've lost touch with my friends, both real life and online. I've lost touch with my family. I've lost touch with personal obligations to myself. YouTube is really demanding. It's extremely demanding if you are a big YouTuber, if you are expected to be present every single day, if people are waiting for your videos to come out every day or every week or however often you upload. It's stressful. It's hard to stay relevant. It's very hard to stay relevant. And it's a constant fear that's just looming over my head. It's like a storm. It's just always there. Stay relevant. Keep your 15 minutes of fame. You have to keep moving. The most stressful part about YouTube is that you have to keep moving. Look to some of your favorite YouTubers. Think of some that don't make videos anymore. Think of some right now. If you're this far into my video, you probably have a YouTuber that you used to watch and they don't make videos anymore. That's what happens when you stop reinventing yourself, when you stop following the trends, when you stop staying relevant. People forget about you. And it's the most stressful part of my job, and it's something that real life entertainers deal with as well. If you're not constantly on the scene, you will be forgotten. And the dreaded YouTube algorithm, the thing that controls YouTubers' lives. If their video gets seen, why it gets seen, who's seeing it, for how long is it being featured. All these questions that not even YouTube seems to have the answer to. And what works today on YouTube might not work tomorrow, whether it's clickbait, thumbnails, and titles, or it's informative and actual well-created videos, or it's reaction content. You never know what the next trend is. So again, if you're not constantly on the ball, someone else will be. And you'll get kicked to the curb. Just what it is. And so with that in mind, if I'm not careful with my job, with my career that is YouTube, my time here is temporary. And that is so stressful. I have breakdowns over this. This is my plan. This is my 5-year plan. This is my 10-year plan. And it is hard to deal with this stress sometimes. I've pretty much not had a day off in 4 years. You know, there will be occasional times when I miss a video here and there, but I'm always doing something else for work. It's been 4 years without a day off, and for a lot of that I was doing 3 videos a day. I don't even know how I used to do that. In fact, now I have an editor, Mark. Mark, you're the best, man. I have so much more freedom to start other things and do other things and make sure I don't disappear from YouTube. Thank you so much, Mark. Mark is my editor, if you were wondering. So, you're the man, Mark. But editors aside, like, he can't save me from losing relevance. Now, I don't know if you realize this, and this is not something I encourage, but I dropped out of college to do YouTube full time. It was at a point in my life where if I wanted to make YouTube work, I had to take advantage of the situations that were being presented to me in life. And that happened to be becoming Skydoes Minecraft's editor and doing videos with him and Team Crafted at the time and other YouTubers. And if I had gone back to school full time, that opportunity would have passed me, and I don't know if I'd be talking to you right now. All that aside, I still dropped out of school. I've got a lot riding on YouTube, and I've got a lot riding on Minecraft, and that is extremely scary, to have your job and your career and a lot of your future riding on a video game. And so I encourage you to not drop out of school. You're all gonna know what's best for you at the end of the day. For me, it wasn't school. And while I'm not necessarily worried that I will be out on the street or I'll have a bad job if YouTube goes away, YouTube can still go away. I can turn what I've done with YouTube into a great job somewhere else, and they won't care that I didn't go to school. But if I had failed, who knows where I would be right now. And if I fail now, my future is not gonna look like the one I've been planning in my head. So that's why I am moving home. I'm moving back to California. I don't know if I've said this officially in a video yet, but I'm moving back to California, and I'm getting an office space, and I'm hiring people, more people. In addition to Mark, we're getting an additional editor, we're getting a graphic designer, we're getting a lot of things. The Logdotzip cloud is growing. Now why? Well, I'd love to tell you more about it, but it's gonna have to wait until I've moved back home, which is gonna be in about 2 months from now. So thank you all for your patience. Thank you for kind of listening to me when it comes to how I feel about YouTube. Stay tuned. Soon, so soon.